Welcome back, everyone, to the our 2024 presidential election, our February prediction. We'll be deciding the election today between the candidates Donald Trump and Joe Biden. We'll see if our predictions from last January has changed over the last month. So let's see. Uh, Tonight on Decision 24, we are now calling the first state on this list the state of Vermont for Joe Biden. Joe Biden has won Vermont's 3 electoral votes. The state of Kentucky will go for Donald Trump, carrying 8 electoral votes. Following that is 4 electoral votes from the state of West Virginia. Coming in next is the state of Maryland, with its 10 electoral votes giving Joe Biden a lead by only 1 electoral vote. The District of Columbia will join the state of Maryland. Coming in next is the state of Indiana, along with Illinois. We have next, here is the state of Massachusetts and Connecticut, Delaware, and New Jersey. Well, actually, we're going to not call New Jersey yet, and we'll just have Connecticut and Massachusetts join the Biden faction for now. We're going to call now the state of South Carolina for Donald Trump. Here, the states of Alabama and Mississippi for Donald Trump, giving Trump 47 electoral votes. Biden still in the lead with 53 electoral votes. The state of Oklahoma goes for Donald Trump, giving Donald Trump a temporary lead. We have the Dakotas, along with Wyoming and Nebraska. The first district, too close to call from now. Here we have right now we got 67 electoral votes for Donald Trump, 53 electoral votes for Joe Biden. Let's take a look now at the state of Rhode Island. Rhode Island is going for Joe Biden, as you should know. We are taking a look at the state of Arkansas, going for Donald Trump. Missouri, Tennessee, also going for the Trump faction. The Trump campaign is intending to be the first to reach 100 electoral votes, but ultimately we'll see if tonight's results say otherwise. We're going to go ahead and call the state of Louisiana for Donald Trump. Donald Trump has won Louisiana, surpassing 100 electoral votes at that said margin. Idaho and Utah have been won by Donald Trump. Meanwhile, we can now project that California and Washington have gone for Joe Biden, along with the state of Hawaii. Joe Biden now almost to 130 electoral votes thanks to the boost being given by the state of California. Now, we are still waiting in Colorado and New Mexico, still too close to call. Same deal in Virginia. New York is just wrapping up. Their votes have already been wrapped up, but we are just going to wait for now for them to be called. As of right now, we can call the state of Montana now for Donald Trump. Montana will be going for Donald Trump. The state of Florida will go for Donald Trump. 146 electoral votes. We can call New York now for Joe Biden. 155 electoral votes for the Biden faction. The state of Oregon is going for Joe Biden, 8 electoral votes. The Biden campaign now at 163 electoral votes as we speak. We are now looking at the state of Kansas and Iowa. They're going for Donald Trump. We have a close match over 100 here. Joe Biden leading by just 5 electoral votes against Donald Trump. Let's see how the overall results play tonight. The state of Colorado is going for Donald Trump. We can project the state of Colorado a win for Donald Trump. Nebraska's first congressional district has been called. We are going to call Nebraska's first congressional district for Donald Trump. 159 electoral votes here for the first district. Well, I mean, not for the first district, but thanks to the first district, Donald Trump has received 159 electoral votes. You know what I mean. So we're gonna go ahead. North Carolina, too close to call. Arizona, too close to call. Well, I think we have. We can now call the states of Texas and Ohio for Donald Trump. That said, Trump has also become the first to reach 200 electoral votes. New Jersey and Delaware are wondering if we forgot about them. And we can now declare that New Jersey and Delaware shall go to Joe Biden, as we can safely project. Virginia, too close to call once again. Pennsylvania, too close to call. Minnesota is somewhat too close to call for now. We're going to go ahead and call New Mexico for Joe Biden. Arizona, a compatible state, will now be called for Donald Trump. It's the earliest we've called it, but this is a good sign for the Trump campaign. If they can continue like this, they will most likely win the presidential election. New Hampshire, going for Joe Biden. Along with our current status polls in Maine, we can project that the first congressional district of Maine, as long time and called, along with the second congressional district, shall be called for Donald Trump, and the overall Maine abroad will be called for Joe Biden. So we have a close race. We have Donald Trump at 228 electoral votes, Joe Biden at 202 electoral votes. We're trying to figure out which we call next, and we are being told now to project the state of Minnesota to Joe Biden. And in exchange for that, Donald Trump shall carry the state of Georgia. That is another flip for the Trump campaign. 244. So, Alaska, Nevada, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Virginia, North Carolina are the ones left. We are now going to project North Carolina to Donald Trump. Trump now going at 260 electoral votes here. The Biden campaign has been projected winner in the state of Virginia. And now eyes are at these states now. We have the state of Nevada, and Nevada is going to go for Donald Trump. Trump, 4 more electoral votes before being declared the next president of the United States. It's up to, now if Biden can win Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, he needs all of these states in order to win. Like, for instance, this proves that, yeah, Biden campaign needs these states only, I would think personally, I mean, he can't even win with just these states. The Biden campaign has realized now that their attempt in defeating Donald Trump has pretty much ended. Realizing that Donald Trump will most likely become the next president of the United States. I realized Trump's not at 269 yet, but yes, having realized that Alaska most likely will be carried by Donald Trump. being boosted to 269. There is no clear way forward to the Biden campaign. So, so as of right now, the Biden campaign is preparing for a just concede the presidential election. And now we can project the state of Wisconsin for Donald Trump. Donald Trump has officially won the presidential election this month, in the month of February. He will be projected the winner. The good news for the Biden campaign: the Biden campaign will win in the state of Pennsylvania, Joe Biden's native state. And the state of Michigan would be the closest race in the whole election, and just by a tiny bit, Donald Trump would be projected the winner in the state of Michigan. And then finally, in Alaska, Donald Trump would win in Alaska by a margin of over 5%. So this concludes our election results for the month of February. It looks the only difference between January was Trump lost Pennsylvania, and we talked about that last month when like in January, like end of January, Joe Biden won 3 polls and plus a tie poll, which pretty much strengthened his lead in Pennsylvania. So what do you guys think about my prediction? Let me know down in the comments. And as always, I will see you guys in the next political episode.